because last time we saw you, you'd had an outbreak of the flu and lots of people were poorly. So how is everyone?
Flu has gone. So fortunately, all players who were ill are available. So JP Mateta is fine, back in training. Maxence Lacroix and T. Mitchell, and also positive Will Hughes is available. So he trained the last 2 days with us without any problems. So yeah.
I was going to ask you about Will and about Adam. So is Will available for selection for this game against Leicester?
Yes. Will be in the squad tomorrow. Adam not, but also he's progressing. And yeah, so if everything goes into the right direction, I expect him back training with the team, maybe end of January, beginning of February. And also, good news from the medical department.
Yeah, well, great news for everyone. Justin Devaney signed a new contract with the club. Can you just give us your reaction to that and how pleased for you to get a signature and for him to be staying put here at Crystal Palace?
Yes, I think it's a very positive signal. Yeah. Player from our academy who's doing really well, getting many minutes or more minutes with us, and he deserved this new contract because he's doing well. He's working very hard, very good talent, and so I think it's a win-win situation for the club signing or extending the contract of an academy player, and also for him it's a good chance to get minutes in the Premier League.
Romanese left out of the Millwall squad because of his links here to Crystal Palace. I wonder, are you able to give any update on how that deal might be progressing?
I didn't see him today here, so I can't tell you anything.
Okay, no problem. Thank you. Well, a win in the FA Cup and now looking back to the Premier League. Can you give us a sense of how the preparations are going and how you're approaching this game?
Yes, preparation is recovery, mostly recovery, but we had a meeting today and introduced them Leicester City with their new manager, Ruud van Nistelrooy. And the way of how they played, especially in possession, the structure is very similar than how they started or how they played the whole season, switching to a back three and always threatening, especially with Jamie Vardy always being on the offside line and waiting to get the ball and making runs in behind, and with dribblers, and especially in Vedidi as the winger. So we are well prepared, so we know what we will expect, and of course we expect we have to expect a very aggressive home side, but on the other side we feel pretty good. We are in a good run the last months, and this is what we want to continue this run, and of course, like always, we will go to Leicester tomorrow by train and want to go home with a win.
Thank you very much.
Great. Roger, PLP.
Hi again. You talked about the players that are back from illness and injury. Can I ask about Trevor Chalobah? Presumably he's back involved.
Yes, it's a little bit a tricky situation, and I don't want to, it's always to be honest, and it's Chelsea has the possibility to call him back from loan, and there's a little bit of uncertainty at the moment. Will they do it? When they do it? And this is, and I have to take the best decision for our team, and we need clarity. He needs clarity, and so that's the situation. And let's see. So I never tell you who is playing, and then it's the same. I will decide what's best for the team, what's best for our team, and maybe Trevor is involved in tomorrow's game or not. So let's see.
You're saying maybe. What's his state of mind? Is it up in the air for him as much as it is for you at the moment?
No, he wants to stay here, but it's a decision Chelsea can take. They can decide to call him back, and so let's say we are. I don't know if you say the same. We are passengers. Yeah, so we are not the pilot who is flying the plane, and so we have to wait how they decide. And we need all the players being in the best shape, in the best physical and mental shape, and of course this having the clarity, it's not so easy, especially for Trevor. Yeah, and also talking to him, and he feels very well here at Crystal Palace. He's performing very well. He scored 3 goals for us. He has a high standing in our locker room, so many positive signals here, but it's the same, so he has to wait how they will decide, and that's the situation.
And while he's waiting and you're waiting, do you also have to think about, well, if we were to lose him, we maybe have to look at bringing someone else in to replace him?
You know, it's until the 31st of January, we always have to think, earlier we start in autumn, we are thinking, okay, what happens if this, what we have to do, and so. We are prepared, but again, my wish, and I'm pretty sure that I can say this, Trevor's wish and Crystal Palace's wish is that he stays with us, because it's also when we are talking about loan deals from our side, this is what you are wishing. So I think it's also, at the end, it could be a win-win-win situation, because Chelsea loaned him to us to give him minutes to improve his game. This is what he did, but I think he's not finished, so that's why we all made a 1-year loan deal. But again, they have the opportunity to decide, and so let's see.
You talked before about what to expect when you go to Leicester, and you said you can expect an aggressive home side, but your away form has been particularly decent as well. What do you think has been the key to that run and that solidity in avoiding defeats away from home?
I think we don't care if we play at home or away, so we always enter the game with the same mindset, going and winning, and we don't care. So we're talking many times to the players, don't care about the circumstances. We have no influence on it. So if it's rainy or not, if it's windy or not, if it's cold or not, if we play at home or away, so we can't influence it. Always focus on the things we can influence, and this is our game. This is our patterns on the pitch. This is how the mindset we're entering the game. This is what we show in our performance. This is what we can influence, and always telling them, guys, focus on this, and it worked pretty well in the last games.
And against Leicester early in the season, you got a late penalty to earn a draw. Then changes there since then in terms of your form and management at their place. So what differences do you see in your team now from back then?
I think it was the third game. Yeah, third game. So many players who were not here. So Trevor, Maxence Lacroix wasn't here. Nketiah wasn't here. Mateta wasn't here. Players not being in their best shape after very, very short pre-season and starting with 2 defeats. The self-confidence wasn't here. So I think, we are in a much better situation and shape now. We have the players know how we want to play, what we want to do. They are physically in a very good shape, and we are together for several months now, where at that game it was a lot of many rumors, players leaving, players staying, and so made it a little bit difficult. But at the end it was a tough game, and it will be a tough game tomorrow as well, because every single Premier League game is every team has a lot of quality, every manager has a clear plan how to enter the games, and so we have to be ready to perform on our top level. Then we can have a win at Leicester, and if not, it will be difficult.
Changes at Leicester obviously since then as well, and new managers come in, and people might look at the results and think they've lost their last 5 in the league, but when you look at the fact they've played in that run, Liverpool, Newcastle, Manchester City and Villa, that's a tough introduction for Ruud van Nistelrooy. Is it very early to be judging a manager given the fixtures that he's had to come into?
I think yes, because especially when you arrive during the season, the influence you have is not so big. You need time to train. Maybe he has his ideas, and they can have some changes in the squad in winter to implement and make it easier to implement his ideas. So I always think that, but that's sometimes it's like crying against the wind or shouting against the wind. Is let's say, being patient is not the time we are living in. So it's always everybody has to deliver the results very quickly, and it's not just in football, it's everywhere. But I think that Ruud van Nistelrooy is a great manager. He showed this also in his interims games with Man United, and I have a lot of respect for him. And of course, we always have respect for our opponent. It was the same against Stockport, and I told you in the press conference before that it's a good side. And they showed it against us, and it's the same with Leicester. Having experienced defenders with Cody, with Vestergaard, having wingers with pace and dribbling like Nvididi, El Kounouz designed for over 20 million, for more than 20 million. Very creative player. Jamie Vardy, one of the top scorers in the last decade in the Premier League. So yeah, it's a good team. Good mixture between experience and let's say young and talented, high talented players. And this this will be challenging. But again, we feel ready for this challenge.